Okay, what we look at now then is a means of lighting a fire. We're going to light a fire with a thing called a fire steel, which is basically an amalgam of ferrous metals, primarily magnesium. The fire steel casts out a spark at roughly about 5,000 degrees, and it's supposed to strike about 15,000 times. The beauty of a fire steel is the fact that it works even when it's wet. Okay? We can use a fire steel in one of three ways. Primarily, they come with a metal striker. I find it easier to use the spine of my knife. This gives me much more mechanical advantage. Okay, first and foremost, we need to make a base. The idea of the base is, one, to get our fire off the damp ground. Two, to allow the fire to burn down into the wood, creating an ember bed. The ember bed is ideal for enhancing the fire, but also if we were cooking. If we were cooking, we'd use a hard wood, and that would give us a nice hot ember bed that we could cook onto. The trick with the base for this type of fire lighting is, once we've laid the base, we take two further sticks and we create a V at the end of the base. This allows us to rise the wood that we're going to burn our kindling off of our tinder. Ideally, every good bushcrafter should carry some form of tinder pouch. It's quite common to see guys with plastic bags they keep the tinder in. If you put damp tinder into a plastic bag and seal it, there's nowhere for the moisture to escape. The tinder itself is going to go mouldy. It's going to go rotten, it's going to stay wet. This type of tinder pouch, which is an old tobacconist oilskin, we roll it over, we keep our tinder dry, but it's not sealed, so any moisture can escape. In a cold environment, particularly an Arctic environment, that carried near our body will allow the birch bark to stay warm. The birch bark being warm will ignite better. The worst mistake people make in a fire lighting situation is they light their fire, put their kindling on, and then they've got no main fuel. Then they have to rush out into the woods and prepare their firewood. Top tip here, always gather the amount of firewood you think you're going to need for the period you're going to have the fire, and the same amount again. Guarantee you now, you will always burn twice as much firewood as you think you're going to need.